Hello everyone, I am back, and today we are going to find out what is going on northwest of the Lost Hills bunker. Not much else than that, so let's get into it. So basically, the location we're heading to is Mariposa military base. Not much happens on the way here, but we do waste some time trying to find water. Now, if we remember correctly from the glow, this is where the FEV experiment was sent to after the government shut it down in the glow. Which means these mutants are most likely created with FEV. Now, once we arrived, we had to kill the mutants guarding the base, which wasn't too hard. I'm more so surprised that none of my companions died here, but thankfully the plasma rifle took care of them before any of that happened. Now, it did take me a while to get inside the base and have all three of my companions live, due to the fact that as soon as I entered, there were 3 mutants, one of them having a rocket launcher and the other 2 having machine guns, which pretty much ripped through all my companions instantaneously, but I did manage to kill them all without my companions dying on the 3rd try. Now, I figured that my companions would not be able to survive the base at this point, and it would be more trouble to bring them along than just do it myself, so I told all my companions we needed to part ways, which just makes them wait in the location. Sadly, I cannot tell Dogmeat to stay, so he has to come along for the journey in the base. And the really tough thing about bringing Dogmeat along is not all the super mutants with machine guns that would instantly rip him apart, but the red barriers all along the base that I need to get through to progress, because walking through them hurts me and hurts Dogmeat. So I kinda need to keep filling him up with fucking stim packs so he doesn't evaporate when one of the barriers touches him. So, it makes it a little bit difficult. Thankfully, we make it past the barriers and the mutants and the robots that are also here, and we make our way to the elevator. We're not smart enough for anything regarding level 2, so we have to go straight to level 3 instead. Now, right outside the elevator on level 3, there are 3 mutants, who easily tear through Dogmeat, so I need to give Dogmeat a stim pack and then run through the barrier and kill all the mutants before Dogmeat gets shot up. In the following room, there are a large amount of traps. However, I put no points into developing my trap skill, so I just run through it and hope Dogmeat and I don't get obliterated, which works out well. Now I go through the jail part of the base, and there's some lady wanting to turn into a mutant because her boyfriend was turned into one, but she has no want to speak with us because we killed her boyfriend, though her boyfriend wanted to turn me into a mutant. So, I think it was fair to kill him, and she's fucking crazy, obviously. I also level up here and get a perk which gives me a bonus rate of fire, and takes 1 AP off all of my shoot attacks, which is extremely helpful to me. And then I put all my points into energy weapons, because you can never be too good at that. Anyways, continuing, I kill off some more mutants, and then I go on a nice little killing spree of the children of the cathedral that are here as well, pick me up a nice little outfit and their security card. Now, on to a bit of a harder part. I kill some robots in the hallway, and then some mutants go and jump me. These mutants are very annoying to kill, by the way. I'm just glad Dogmeat didn't try and jump in for this fight, because they would have fucking crushed him, and, can't have that. So after taking care of them, I just need to kill the lieutenant.
Well, I'm quite impressed. My spies told me you were resourceful, but they seem to have underestimated your talents. Guards, capture him.
Now this fight is hard. If I hadn't leveled up earlier, I don't think I would have been able to kill him. But by pelting him with shots from my plasma rifle, I am able to disintegrate him. And the little purple guy next to him. I also loot some nice little holotape records from the locker next to him. Now, all that's left is to blow up the military base. So, I enter the computer using the security card I picked up to access the machine, downloading some information and logs whilst here, and then I hit the self-destruct sequence and bolt the fuck out of there. Making my way back through the base is definitely easier than coming in. On the way, I pick up all my companions, and I finally manage to escape the military base. And Mariposa blows up. So, destroying the vats of FEV, I look at the base once more to take it all in, using this time to read the information that I took from the base. In the Richard Gray audio diary, we read of the man called Richard Gray. That obviously. We know him from the story Harold told us in Old Town. They were on a team together that went to the military base in order to stop mutants, before their team was either destroyed or pushed into the gray goo we now know as FEV. The diary tells us about how Richard Gray survived after being flung into the FEV, about his skin peeling and starting to bubble, how he started to grow tendrils and absorb living things into his body. In the diary, he eventually begins dipping living creatures into the vats, testing to see what he can make. Eventually, he starts creating the mutants as we know them today, and he starts making an army to unite the wasteland under him, under unity. So Richard Gray is the one creating all the mutants in the wasteland, but we just destroyed his FEV. Now, I think we need to destroy him. The second log is about Captain Maxon, the man who created the Brotherhood of Steel. He was apparently at the military base when the bombs dropped. They found out the scientists were working on this FEV, so he killed some of them as he thought the things they were doing to be inhuman. The experiments they were performing on people with the FEV to be inhuman. Eventually, he contacts his family, his friends, and they all move to the Lost Hills bunker, which is what we already know from yesterday when the Elder of the Brotherhood gave us the logs of history. Speaking of the Brotherhood, that is where we go to head off now to speak with Elder Maxon once again to talk about what we've fucking seen here.
What do you got? Good. Anything else you need to ask? Yeah, fire away. Our main goal is to survive. The scribes copy old plans for weapons or to... Sure. Then get out.
He doesn't have much to say, but he and the rest of the Brotherhood are happy I dealt with the mutants. And so, this is where I'll end off today's video, as, you know, we took down Mariposa. Not much else to do right now. In the next video, we will most likely be going to head to the cathedral and take down Richard Gray, aka the Master.